Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for October 14th through the 20th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Six of Swords. Trying to leave something behind here. Trying being the key word. Let's see what's going on. In the recent past, the Hangman, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. You're learning something. There's a valuable lesson that you're learning that has to do with your heart. I don't know what it is. I see you kind of sitting in there with it for quite a minute. And then I see this kind of a aha moment, but a long aha moment. You know, one of those... Okay, almost life-changing. Okay, in the current situation, the Queen of Swords, the Star, the Three of Pentacles, you're showing up pretty clear about what you're seeking when it comes to... There's an energy of partnership here. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Someone you're working with, friends, someone you want around. In what context? I don't know. But you're very clear what you're seeking here, you know, what you need out of a partnership to function in a healthy way. I'm not sure what kind of partnership we're talking about, though. And I'm not sure if it's a specific one or just a general idea of that's what I'm looking for when it comes to friendship, or that's what I'm looking for when it comes to someone I work with, or, you know, I don't know. In the immediate future, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. Something's not working not as it should, as it looks. It looks to be working, but it's not really. From what you're giving me with the Seven of Wands, you're telling me, nah, this ain't doing it for me. You know, it looks to be working in a proper, equal give and take kind of a manner, and then you show up and say, nope. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, the Two of Wands. There's this urge almost. There's this I'm no longer waiting kind of an aspect that comes through with this energy. Waiting for what? You definitely are getting clarity over something in terms of how the energies are falling out. So it's like, based on that, are you starting to kind of do some cleanup in some areas of your life? Maybe. You are showing up as no longer waiting. It's time to move, time to go. You know, go away from something potentially. Okay. Yeah, you're coming out of just waiting around for stuff to happen. So that tells me that you're potentially starting to take action instead of just waiting. Let's do the Hangman in the recent past. The Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Man, you've been at a war here with an energy over someone. Not with the someone, with the energy of them. Quite the deceptive energy, because you're holding on to that for a very long time, to this inner conflict you have with someone that, again, I don't see that person necessarily even there. You know, it's just this against their energy, and it's deceptive because you're hanging on to it. You created that energy and then decided this is coming with me. The sense of bitterness and you know, so basically you would translate this as holding a grudge for a very long time potentially. And I see you sitting with this energy there at some point, being like, seeing it for what it is, you know, kind of like, yeah, that's mine. You know, the uncomfortableness of it. Just sitting with it. Okay. Well, let's do the Page of Pentacles. And I see you with this Page of Pentacles also learning something from this. The Sun, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Oh. So the big lesson here from this one is I make my own happiness, you know? And hanging on to those types of energies is not making your own happiness. So maybe that was the aha moment around that. You know, realizing, I've been hanging on to this energy for quite a minute. This person is not even here. I don't even know if that, I have no idea what's up with them. But it's me that's hanging on to this emotion, you know. So I'm doing that. So how am I creating my own happiness through that? I'm not really, you know. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool aha moment. Let's do the Queen of Cups. The Star, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups. And then the conflicting part of that lesson comes through. Because when you do that, you actually open up your heart. You know, you feel the love more than the grudge or the pain or the whatever you're hanging on to. And it's almost like, well, I don't want to feel that, you know? So there's still something there that you're having a hard time letting go of, but I mean, you're starting to overthink that and potentially wondering why all of a sudden I'm feeling this love instead of this, you know? But I see you moving away from this with that lesson learned. Now it's a matter of letting that lesson settle so that you actually feel it. Okay. Quite an interesting and quite the big lesson here. You know, things we're hanging on to without realizing that they hurt us, not the person that's attached to that. We created that emotion. We created that feeling. We're the one that decide to hang on to those. So it's a matter of, okay, so what are you going to experience from here on out? The same thing of, or are you going to let your heart come out and feel what it wants to feel? You know? For the Queen of Swords, in the current situation, you get the Five of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. There's some regrets with this one. Regretting some choices that you may have made around your stability, your home, your job. There's some, because again, you're getting more and more clear around what it is that you're seeking in partnerships, right? Friendships, people you work with, people you surround yourself with. And there's definitely through that the recognition of, I may have made some choices in the past that didn't benefit me, you know. Let's do the Star. In the current situation, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Ooh. Quite the swords you got there. Quite the swords. Quite challenging times. Because with these aha moments come consequences, come desires to potentially change some things around, right? You know, you have these, okay, well, this is what I want. Does it match with what I did or, you know, the choices I made? No, not really. Oh, okay. Well, then we got to take care of that some way, you know? So this is kind of urging you to change, which you're not going to like from the get-go because, one, you're a Taurus. Two, you're a fixed sign. Potentially one of the most fixed signs I know. So change is not feeling good, especially if it's a change to right what you consider to be a wrong, you know? So that's why it's so swordy, this whole energy, because it doesn't feel good. But the need is strong, you know, to change some things around. Because the aha moments are pretty big. For the Three of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the Death card, the Three of Pentacles, the Temperance card. You're cutting some loose ends here. I feel like some connections around you are kind of like fell apart a while ago, potentially. Again, I see this as either friends or people you're working with. I don't see this applying necessarily to a romantic situation, not yet. This is more of a who is near you when you're home, when you're at your job. You know, not all of them. Some of these connections seem to be there, but the energy of the bond there is kind of gone for a very long time, but they're still kind of hanging around or something. From what, I don't know, but they're still around here. So that's your cleanup cue. Like, okay, what do we do about those? They're holding space for nothing because they're not here anymore. So, but they're here physically, so they're kind of taking up space for new things that I want to let in. You know what I mean? So there's some closure aspects to things here that need to be put in place in the physical too, because from an energetic standpoint, again, I can see them as being, okay, these are closed off. They have been for a minute. You know, let's do the Seven of Pentacles in the immediate future, the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Good. Nice energy here. Because you're starting to build from these new gained perspectives, right? Lessons you've learned, aha moments, if you want to call them that, which is most of what you're building from right now is your heart, what feels good to you. Yeah, that's about it. I can see your heart in there, and that's it. It's not what looks good on paper or, oh yeah, come on in. I don't know why you're here, but okay. Yeah. No, it's something that is valuable to you. It's meaningful. You feel something. You know, when it comes to these energies that you allow in so that you build on, you know what I mean? So it's a very different change perspective here. As difficult as it is to implement this change, you're doing it. For the Six of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, again, the Eight of Wands. You're bringing something together so nicely, where I see it potentially being there all along from an energetic perspective, but you're making it happen in the physical. It has to do with many aspects, one in particular, which could be a person. And then I see all sorts of aspects coming together. It's like whatever this is the core of you putting together things nicely in the sense of your connection to certain energies, you know? So it's coming together in a really, really nice way. And it's being put into the physical. So it's happening in the physical here. Cool. And it's coming from you, and it's coming from these little aha moments that you may consider little, but as I said, they could be potentially life-changing. Right now could be a struggling time for you as you kind of come out of this process, but the result of this is freaking amazing. It's beautiful. For the Seven of Wands, you get the Queen of Wands, the Hangman, the Devil. You're holding back here. That's why the Devil is showing up, because I feel like you feel quite the attraction towards something, someone, an energy, another energy, and you're not doing anything about it. And not only that, you're really holding back. You know, you're like, I shouldn't feel this. I'm scared of this. You know, so that's why the Devil is there, because what you've worked on for so long and the aha moments that you're getting and the change that's coming through that, this is taking one step back, basically, when you do that, because you're going against what you feel. So you're starting good. You're starting on a good note here through this change of, okay, let's put it out there. You know, our lessons that we learned, all of this, let's open to that. You know, so you're honoring what you feel. By doing that, holding back on what you truly feel is going against yourself. So take it as 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's still progress. So yeah, it's going to happen until you learn how to do this too. So it's not the end of the world, but don't take that as, oh, okay, so I can do it every time. No, I didn't say that. Just remember, when you do that, you go against yourself there. Let's see what the universe has. The Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords. It's kind of like a rebirth process. It's almost looking like you're starting fresh with a brand new energy that's leading you wherever you want to go from your heart. But some things need to be cut off in order for you to do that. You know, the past energies that are still holding you back here need to be cut off, which is exactly what's happening. So again, at this moment in time, this process might seem tricky, a little bit challenging. As you step into this brand new energy, everything seems more flawless, and, you know, with little obstacles here and there, with little glitches. Oh, okay, I'll just do things like the way I used to and think of it as relapses, but they happen until they don't anymore. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.